Hello guys, True Experts and Sam. Welcome back to another Flight Sim stream, everyone. Welcome back to Flight Sim. Yeah, I'll be basically flying back in this video from my last stream, which was Madrid to Heathrow. And this one I'm going to be doing Heathrow to Madrid. So yeah, welcome back. Hope everybody's well. I've ordered something from a takeaway, so I'm going to have to eat that halfway through the stream. So I'm going to have to be quiet for about literally 20 minutes. It is what it is. But yeah, yeah, hello everybody. I'm just going to welcome everyone in the chat. Roy's here, Noah, and Martin. Good evening, all greeting. Yeah, hello everybody. Yeah, sounds okay, audio. And yeah, so we're going to be doing a daytime flight because I hate night flights. And what I'm going to do as well, I'm just going to switch the airplane to easy mode because yeah, we had a bit of an issue with the rudder in the last one. For some reason we couldn't land without well, the rudder wasn't working, so I'm going to basically flick it into easy mode so we don't have the simulated turbulence, so we won't get any crosswinds on landing, so I don't have to use the rudder. So yeah, there just seems to be a bit of an issue with this airplane. There seems to be blackouts, and every now and again, I see the rudder's working now, but in the last video it wasn't. It just froze, and I haven't been able to find a workaround. So I'm just going to flick it into easy mode so we don't have any ground simulated stuff. Sam's got his in-flight meal. Yeah, I've already booked it. It's a Mexican from Pinaloca. I can't stay away from the place, can I? Oh dear. And we're going there tomorrow as well for my dad's 60th. So I don't know why I'm ordering a takeaway. I just was there and I went, oh, I'll have a burrito and chips and got a lift home. Why not? You know, if you've got money, spend it whenever you want. So yeah. Right, what am I doing here? Right, align them. There we go. Had some good news today as well. I'll keep you waiting. So watch till cruise, and I'm cruising in the airplane basically on our mission to Madrid to find out the good news that I've had. So yeah, stick around folks. Right, I'll turn that on. Flick that into thingy. Set up the autopilot. I'm going to set it to speed Mach 230 probably. About 230. There we go. Bang on as well. Good shit. Right, I'll set that to altitude. We'll go 30,000 feet. Why not? It's a Friday night. Come on, keep raising it. Keep raising it. Keep raising it. There we go. All looking good. Alright, flight directory on. Need to turn that on as well. See what signs are on. Yep. Okay. Everything's looking good. Everything's looking marvellous. There we go. There's our plane. Yeah, so we're basically doing a flight back. I know I did do this flight a few months ago, Heathrow to Madrid, but I'm going to be doing it again. Of course, there's no flight without coughing, so I'll be here to fulfill that role. Don't know what the virtual VX is like, but the real VX in Malaga right now is, oh my god, that's a lot of information, 29,013 knots. Okay, cool mate. I have no clue what that is. Is that weather? Is that a weather radar or something? Weather radar data? I'll flick that on. Wing lights need to be on. And I think we're ready to push back. So we're going to be doing that. Yeah, sorry if no gaming videos in this, or during this week, no Doom or Skyrim. Basically I've been, well, I'll tell you in a minute. Tell you once we're in flight what I've been doing, and I've been working very hard to get a certain position in a school. So basically every day's been a fight fight until the end kind of thing. So I've been working very hard to, because college hasn't really worked out. I don't feel like I'm able to do college because I don't feel like I can wreak anything out of it. I feel like I'm more ready for like a job. You know what I mean? That's the thing. I've got decent enough qualifications, and college is kind of one of when you've got decent enough qualifications. College is kind of like a bit like a delinquent. You know what I mean? It's kind of like not needed. College is only there if you really want to study something very specific, and I don't. And travel and tourism is kind of one of those things that I did for about 4 or 5 months and figured it's not really something I actually really need. Well, they couldn't even teach it for a start, so there's no way I could have, actually have done it. Are we pushing back yet? Right, here we go. We're pushing back. I had the parking brake on. Apologies. Right, we're going to steer to the left. And we're going to go out on... Is that 09? Runway 09, right? Probably. Yeah, radar. Reader METAR. Alright, cool. That's the weather in Malaga at the moment. Alright, okay. Yeah, I'm live tomorrow at Manchester. I'm going live at 10. Not 10, 12, sorry. 12 o'clock. It doesn't freeze on us. End of pushback already. You having a laugh? Oh my god, that's as far as pushback can go apparently. Right, we'll start the engines and put on the parking brake. Right, okay. Just checking the airplanes all ready for takeoff. That's as far as they can push back. Can't they like read like a yellow centre line and just push it back to that proximity? Clearly not. Let's hope Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 can. Yeah, I really worry about this game. They're going to end up having to rename it like 2025. I feel like there's going to be like some sort of development problem and they're going to have to delay it or something, and they haven't thought it through, you know. Typical Microsoft. Right, okay, jetway connection, we don't need that. How can a jetway connect to there? It's obscene. Alright, okay, I'm just reading the engines. Yeah, I watched Alien last night, the new Alien film. Yeah, it was alright. Nothing special, you know what I mean? I actually really need something intellectual to make me scared. And last few times I've been to the cinema to see like kind of new horror movies and stuff like that, like The Exorcist and Alien, whatever it's called. Can't even remember. Now I wouldn't say I was disappointed, but I watched a new Alien film last night with my sister. It's quite funny. Started off with being my sister saying to me, yeah, you can come, but do not sit anywhere near me. Do not sit anywhere near me. You're not allowed to sit near me. So I was like, okay, I'll just tag along. Don't even tag along, she said. F off. Don't tag along. I'm not allowed to tag along. So I just basically, she sent me a message at like something like 7 o'clock. And the film started at 10. Not 10, 8 o'clock. And she said, we're walking home if that's okay. And I was like, oh, a message from the person who apparently doesn't want anything to do with me. She wants to walk home with me now, okay. And then it went to, Justin Asda, do you want anything? I was like, okay, what's going on here? I thought she didn't want to sit next to me in the cinema. This is the person who didn't want anything to do with me. To, basically, I'm going to get a KFC and eat it in the cinema. Do you want anything? Meet me in KFC. And then, when we were in the cinema, I said, right, I'll see you later, Anna. Enjoy the film. I'm sat C1. And she was the other end of the cinema. In the kind of area, you know, with the seating arrangement. It's like booking a flight nowadays. You get a QR code and everything, prove your age and all that. And she just said, no, sit next to me, come and sit next to me. So basically I bought a seat that nobody could really occupy because it was already vacant. So yeah, I kind of wasted my money. So in the end, we actually ended up sitting next to each other. That's typical females for you. But yeah, hello Sam. I made it to Seattle. Delta was really good. Oh, cool, mate. Awesome. Glad to hear. Glad to you enjoyed Delta. Yeah, my Uncle Colin's been to Seattle many times because a part of our family live over there. Not a part, but I'd say 1/3 of our family live in Seattle. And I actually sent one of my calendars over, one of my TTE calendars about a year ago. So somewhere in Seattle, one of my calendars is hanging somewhere with a few of my stickers and business cards. Because part of our family, they live quite high up in, Seattle, but one of them work as an executive in Expedia, who are based in Seattle. Some woman called Ellie. So, yeah, they live in America. So we've never been able to see them. We were about to at one point, but prices got too expensive. But my Uncle Colin always goes to Seattle and sees them, which is a good 8-hour flight or something like that, 9-10-hour flight. So that's pretty cool. And he was able to deliver one of my business cards. Business cards and calendar. So that's pretty cool. But I've never been to Seattle. I probably will one day. But glad you're having a good time, William. Can't even speak. Pissed. I'm actually pissed. No, I actually am. Apologies. I'm going to try and fly this as well as I can. Alright, flaps are down. Parking brake can be released. Right, okay. There we go. You know what? I've made Heathrow look like in the middle of a woods. What's going on here? Yeah, I've been out on the lash tonight. It's a Friday night. I haven't drunk all week. So, if you listen to Attis on Approach, it will give you a lot of this info. Oh, cool. Do we need a like a CB radio scanner to listen to that, or is that online, Martin? Interesting. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I'm starting at 12 o'clock and hoping to be live for about 2 hours and a half. Monday was good. Monday looks like a promising day to be live. Thursday afternoon looks good as well. Just trying to think at the moment, perfect certain times for streaming at Manchester, because there seems to be more and more streamers at Manchester at the moment, and it's one of those, isn't it? You know, people, none of them are coming up with original ideas, so it's just one of them where it's like, right, I'm gonna have to go live at a certain time here, and also because I've got 360 and stuff in the works and HDR, I'm gonna have to kind of prove to a lot of the crowd that, you know, I'm offering something that's way more marvellous and technically achievable than the rest of the competition, which seem to be just doing everything the same old. So I'm willing to promote things a little bit more at the moment. I've written down a whole thing and everything of what I'm going to say and how I'm going to say it and stuff, you know. Well, I've already done an Airport 360 stream before, about a month ago, but I've been working on HDR at the moment, so it's just one of those. I've been trying to perfect each one, but you know, I am in control, and I was going to do a stream today, I really was, but they're still on 05s, and for me to have done an airport car park stream wouldn't have really been worth it, and worth the money. I want to spend that train fare on doing a decent 360 stream, not doing a normal boring run-of-the-mill airport car park stream, you know what I mean? So I want to work towards doing more 360 streams, especially because I haven't done one for about a month, so I'm really willing to do one. I was even saying to my dad, you know, maybe we could rock up at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, maybe do like a 2-hour 360 stream, you know what I mean, just before we go to the RVP. Just, you know, just to prove something, you know, just to prove that there is innovation at Manchester Airport. It's just, you know, whether people are willing to look at it in the right place, you know what I mean? And not rely on so-called the usual, but provide, you know, the main streams at Manchester Airport. You know what I mean? Sometimes you need to look other places to see more colourful art. You know, so yeah, I'm willing to do that. I am sorry. What am I going on about? I'm just bitching and raving now. Right, okay. I seem to fly better, don't I, when I'm a little bit intoxicated? I don't know how that is. Yeah, I've had a drink. I've had about 4 pints tonight. I'm absolutely lathered. Honestly, I don't feel well at all, but I'm willing to provide everybody with a little bit of entertainment. Right, okay. Runway 27 right, not 09. 09's the other way. What am I saying? I get confused with Heathrow sometimes. I think you've got to look at what side the control tower's on, because I think the control tower, I believe, always faces, yeah, it always faces 09. 09 opposite Heathrow. So basically that's towards the cargo hangar. So the Heathrow tower always closer towards 09 ops, not 27. So that's closer to the cargo hangars. So like, you know, the Heathrow cargo hangars where Cathay and other airlines park. Right, okay, I'm just going to park there. Looking all good. We can turn off the APU pretty much. Seatbelt sign is on. Flaps are at 14. I think we're all ready to go. Hold on, you're flying a plane whilst in talk. I just feel, you know, you see the room spinning and all that. Yeah, I've got that at the moment. Right, stick that in armed. Flaps at 14. Said before. I think we're all ready to go. I'm just going to get clearance from tower. Clear for takeoff. We're all ready to go. Right, here we go. Except the rudder doesn't jam. We didn't even do a flight control check, did we? Flight controls. Hang on. Right, take off. Here we go. Here we are. We're going off. Now this is when I start talking about the Iberia A350. Oh, in November 2021, I flew the Iberia A350. Nobody cares. Yeah, I actually did. It's pretty fun. Yeah, so rudder's working. I don't know why the rudder cuts out. I've got it on easy mode, so hopefully we shouldn't get any ground simulated turbulence, which we had in the last video, which caused a bit of an issue. Right, I'm going to use over runway here because this aircraft seems to have a bit of an issue with rotating. It's very stiff. Now we're in the air now, and then it turns into autopilot, which is a massive issue. No. Right, we're going to have to override that. Right, gear up. Yeah, it's the LVFR. It's not great. The LVFR A320neo. A320neo, the A330neo. The A321neo is fine from LVFR, Latin VFR, but the 330 really isn't. It basically doesn't know what it's doing. You take off and it's really stiff. The controls. And it just decides to basically dump your airspeed for some weird reason. Yeah, not the best add-on in the game. I think I'm going to have to overtake it because it's not great. Okay, we'll climb. Don't worry, it will climb. It's basically the stick. They've simulated the joystick to be really sensitive on takeoff and landing roll. because apparently the A330 is actually like that. The landing law on it, it's very. I think all the Airbus is like that, but the control stick is very stiff, and very just stiff, not sensitive, stiff on landing and takeoff. And they've taken that to the extreme, LVFR with the Microsoft Flight Sim add-ons for the 330. So basically, when you take off, it's too stiff to even lift up the nose. So you've got to like force right back, like that, on the control column. Of course, that might override autopilot. So yeah, basically, you got to be really careful with. Got to be really careful how you control this type of add-on. It hasn't been developed in a very. It's been developed in a very traumatic way. You know what I mean? It's not the best, especially for a game like this. So it's better. But yeah, we're up now. Taxi lights can go off. Yeah, seatbelt signs can stay on. So yeah, we're going to Madrid. We're heading to Madrid. Okay. I'm gonna go now, Sam, and try get some rest. Alright, see you later, Noah. All pilots tune into ATIS to get the weather WX on the descent and approach, so they know what to settle for. Cool. Thanks for letting me know, Martin. Oh man, my cold's going. I know my last stream was on Monday. Was it Sunday? No, it's Sunday, wasn't it? Definitely Sunday. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Be sure to like. I mean, that's the thing. AI is getting so good now. When I do like a thumbs up with a webcam, it puts like a thumbs up thing on the screen. Honestly, it's so good, OBS, with AI and all that. If I do like a love heart thing like that, the AI recognises me doing it and it puts like love heart emojis all over the screen. It's really good. I didn't even know it could do it. It's like with YouTube, if I say like and subscribe right now, when you're watching it back, the like button will be animated and will like move and basically like stutter a little bit, so people like it. So that's kind of cool. But OBS have actually integrated it into the software. So if you've got a webcam on your face, and if you do like that, do like a thumbs up, the AI will know you're telling people to put a thumbs up for the video. So it will like put like it'll basically put this on the screen. Let me actually manually put it on. Oh no, I can't. Never mind. Excuse me. I can't actually put it on. I think I actually need like a face cam, but it's quite funny. Yeah, it happened accidentally on Monday. Or did it happen on Monday? Or did it happen on Saturday? I don't know. But I think it was seeing someone's hand in the background. It started putting like a thumbs up thing on the screen. I was like, that's tracking something out. That's made to track a thumbs up. Kind of like a thumb, like count the polygons for a thumbs up outline, and the AI reacts to it, and I was like, well, that's pretty cool. It probably just counts the polygons for a thumbs up thing. I don't know. That's how computers measure kind of round surfaces through a polygon count. So maybe a round surface, depending on the resolution, maybe like 400 polygons to make like a semicircle or something like a really smooth semicircle. We're talking maybe 1080p. A really smooth semicircle might be like 400 polygons. You know what I mean? Otherwise, it'll be like just like flat surfaces. You bear in mind, back in the day, a lot of games looked very flat. Video games, because they could only handle a certain number of surfaces in one computation, so they could only count so many numbers of polygons. You know what I mean? So it depends on the engine and the person who's, the user that's running the software machine. Right, okay, let's up the speed a bit. So yeah, basically what I was going to say is I haven't been very busy on YouTube at the moment. I've been a bit stuttery and staggery. Last 2 weeks, I haven't been in the best of places, I'm going to be honest. It's been a bit shit life recently. I've basically ditched college. I was going to do travel and tourism, and I just looked at the hours and I just thought, I don't think I can commit to this. You know, I want to work on my YouTube channel 4 days a week. I've got 1 day of streaming at the airport, which is Friday. I don't think I can commit to this. And last year, it wasn't very good. You know, I could only commit to aviation travel and so I did do college. I basically did every day of college for about 6 weeks. And that's September, start of a course, to I think December. So I did it for about 4 months, college last year. And yeah, basically the students were terrible. There was only 1 or 2 people in the classroom that I was in that were okay, and that was some lad called Leo and some other girl, I can't remember her name. Oh, about 3 of us. And all the others were basically just dickheads. Right out of school. And the head of the travel and tourism department basically left. Just left, unannounced, just left. I only knew when I tried to basically contact her, and the school basically said, oh, she's left. And I was like, right, okay, well, she's left. So, and then I had a bit of counselling in March, because my head was in the clouds and all that, you know, nobody's business. And my counsellor basically said, you know, ooh, this certain college, whenever I hear stuff from it, it's never always, you know, good news. And I was like, right, okay, well, I won't be going back there again. So I just thought I'd give it another go this year, and I just looked at the hours and the timesheet of it, and I just thought, they've upped it from 3 days a week to 4 days a week. I don't think I can fully commit to this. I basically just turned it down. I gave it a try. I inquired about the course. I said, oh, yeah, maybe I'd like to give it a go then. You know, I'd like to see the hours and how many days a week it is. And it's gone from 3 days a week to 4 days a week. And I was just like, I don't think I can commit to this. So then I thought, maybe I could do music, media, multimedia. I looked at it and it's the same hours. So I just thought, again, I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can do college. So I basically, well, for the last 2 weeks, I've basically just been scrambling to find volunteering work at a local secondary school, not a primary school. I've worked in a primary school for the last 2 years, and it's been great, don't get me wrong, but it's very limited. You know, they don't have like a really dedicated music department, art department, you know, multimedia department. I just thought I could offer my services for free in a local secondary school. I was kind of losing the plot a bit. Monday this week, I was a nervous wreck. I honestly was. I was a nervous wreck. I was terrible Monday. Okay, I did a decent stream, but when I came home, I literally broke down crying because I was like, "What the fuck am I gonna do?" You know what I mean? Didn't have a clue what I was gonna do for the next 12 months. In a terrible position. I basically said to myself, "All right, Friday, I'm gonna get something. I'm gonna get something, and I don't want to be paid because I make enough money through what I do already. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get something by Friday." So I basically sent my CV out to about maybe 10 schools in the local area. Phoned them up, phoned the HR department, sent letters off to the head teacher and all that. And you'd be glad to know I've actually gotten something at one of the local grammar schools. And I'm going in for an interview on Monday. It's not a job, but it's volunteering work, which you got your foot in the door, can always lead to a job. So I'm moving up in the world, if you know what I mean. And I said to myself, if I don't get something by Monday, I'll be screaming and yelling around the place. I will be furious if I don't get some. So I say Monday. If I don't get something by Friday, I will be furious. I will literally be so angry, it'll be unbelievable. So I've been able to cut through red tape and get something quite quickly for myself, volunteering. So obviously being volunteering, not getting paid, and my hours can be kind of, you know, a little bit flexible, so I can go to the airport and other things. So that's kind of very similar to what I had for 3-4 years ago. So I'm basically working in a secondary school again. Basically putting the primary school aside and basically leaving that, because I did work in the primary school helping the caretaker. I was assistant caretaker. That was good, don't get me wrong, but it's a primary school, isn't it? You're going to do so much. It's the same thing every day. It's like Groundhog Day. It was boring. So I'm going to a secondary school. I'm going to be working in art, music and IT possibly, because the only school that's willing to help me, basically, you know, and give me a chance. And so, you know, some schools don't want volunteers. Some schools say, oh, we rely on volunteers, but they never get back to you. So, thankfully, it's the best school in the area. It's a grammar school. Literally. So it's a boys' school and a girls' school. So they're separate. So I might be working between the two. I don't know. But I've got on a place at the boys' school, and it's the best school in the area. So obviously, I'm not saying the kids will be nicer, but they will have had to have worked pretty hard on their SATs to have gotten in there. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, art, music, whatever in a secondary school. That's good. That's what I wanted to do 3 years ago, but unfortunately my contract ran out, and I had to. Well, I was thinking about college, but obviously college never worked out for me very well. I did give it a go last year. I really gave it a go, but there's certain factors. I just thought this is getting me nowhere. Jamie's here. Hi Sam. Did a flight from Cardiff at Hanover as a ferry flight, landing in Hanover. There was a 38 knot headwind. I almost drilled the right wing engine into the runway. He's basically doing to me. So yeah, but you know, just the ability to cut through red tape. I was adamant on Tuesday. Right, I'm getting something. I don't care. I am getting something by Friday. And this morning I woke up, got an email, got a phone call, and I'm in. You know what I mean? So that's what you can do when you're really committed. And I've gotten something. So it's not college. It's not paid. It's volunteering. But they're willing to take it because obviously the staff in the school have a foresight to think, you know, and read what you say is true, Sam. It could be like a tremendous, you know, outcome and positive for our school. You know, we'll give you some time. We'll give you a meeting, an informal meeting on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever. And, you know, you can show us what you can do. And I appreciate that. So I'm quite happy today. I'm quite happy. I'm not on a rampage. But, you know, if anyone's struggling to get somewhere, just go full on hell for leather for it. Just send your CV everywhere. Tell them exactly what you do. I had to put everything about YouTube, this, that and the other. Worked in secondary school, primary school, got DBS clearance in both, blah blah blah. And eventually, you know, someone will get back to you. I've sent it to like 15, maybe 12, maybe 5 primary schools, 10 secondary schools, and I got something. I knew I'd get something this morning, to be honest, because I sent it around like Tuesday, Wednesday, because I was literally furious. I was like, I'm not doing what I've done for the last 2 years, sticking in a secondary school and just doing YouTube for the next 2 years. You know, 1 year. I'm sick of it. I was honestly fuming. I was absolutely fuming on Tuesday. Really was. So I've been able to get something, but yeah, just get something very quick like that. It's good. Rory says, well done, Sam. The great news, you deserve it. Much better for you than college. Oh, absolutely. That's the thing with college. I mean, yeah, I know it can lead to university and all that, and I've always wanted to do university, but I feel like I don't know what I'd do. You know what I mean? I did college. I did travel and tourism, and the college wasn't even committed to do travel and tourism. You know what I mean? The head of the thingy left. Everyone's heard this story. Head of the thingy left. Obviously I had 1 or 2 little mental health problems around November, December, and I was, you know, I missed a good 2 weeks of it, 2-3 weeks, 2.5 weeks. But I did my studies at home. And I was saying, I'm thinking of coming back in, in the new year. And they just said, the head of thingy's left or whatever. And of course, the number of students has decreased. So it's all one group now. It's not A and B. Because they had, obviously, September, they had quite a lot of students. They had like Band A and Band B, right? And because so many people have dropped off, because, I'm going to say it now because it's shit. It's a shit college. They've just become one band, so that's like Band B or whatever. So basically one group. Basically there was Group A and Group B, and because the college is crap and they can't support the students properly, it just became travel and tourism. No group name, it was just travel and tourism. That was it, because the amount of students that left. And I just thought, right, so the head of travel and tourism's left. 50% of the population that did travel and tourism have left. Well, not even 50%, I'd say maybe 75%. And I was just like, I'm not doing this. You know what I mean? I'm not doing this. 25% of the pupils are still here. I was just like, yeah, I don't think this is going to work very well for me in the long run. So I basically just worked at the primary school for 6 months. That's the best time to kind of get something confirmed, September time. You know what I mean? If you're trying to apply for something around January or start of a new year, it's kind of like you need like a fresh start, like September or something, like a brand new kind of term and stuff, brand new season to take on, supposedly volunteers. So I've kind of waited for this position, but I wanted to try other things as well. I just looked at the dates for college, I just looked at it and just thought, I don't know, I'm going to commit to this. 4 days a week, 9 till 4, every single day. I don't think I'm going to do this because YouTube and everything. But I'm going to see where it gets me. Working in a secondary. Obviously, it's more flexible. I've done it before. I worked in a secondary school from, sixth form, year 14, whatever you call it, A level year. I didn't do A level. Did I do A levels? No, I didn't do A levels. I think I tried to do A levels, but I don't. I think my mates got the better of me, and you know what I mean. Basically, made me fail with them. But I did. I know I must have done A levels because I got something in maths. I think I did do A levels. I did. I must have done because I got my maths in 2018, but I didn't get my English, and I was 16, year 11 in 2018. I didn't get my English, but I got my maths, and I remember getting my maths again. So I must have gotten an A level in maths, but not in English. So I don't know how that's worked out. Because if you do your A levels, it's all as one. It comes in the package, don't you? You get your A level, science. If you do geography, history, I don't know. A levels in science, compound science or whatever. Combined science, don't know. Didn't do science. I only did science once and I failed it. So, but I definitely did. I did maths twice and I got 2 qualifications in maths, and I got English. But I think I only got GCSE. I don't know. I don't know if I've got A levels in maths, but only GCSEs in English. I don't know. But either way, I've passed in both, and I got, a pass in art, RE, business studies. What else did I get a pass in? Did I get a pass in geography? I don't know. But either way, presenting it to a grammar school, which is quite high up there in terms of expectations with grades, they looked at it and went, he's got some decent grades. So that's coming from a grammar school. So I clearly done well in some respect, but in terms of, I'm going to have to look at it, but I don't know. I don't know why I'm putting this on the internet, who cares? But either way, I'm a little bit happy today. I was kind of pounding around the place on Monday and Friday, very upset. I was like, I'm not wasting my life away. I'm not doing another 12 years in a primary school and going mental on YouTube. You know what I mean? I need... Sometimes I perform better when I've got other things in life. You know what I mean? If I've got something to get up for in the morning, not just YouTube, but something else, where I feel like I'm contributing. Maybe some of my efforts and experience from YouTube can go towards something else, because that's what I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to be able to use my skill and contribute towards maybe an organisation in terms of media and film and music, or production, maybe social media side, and maybe getting that in this school that I've been getting a meeting in on, or maybe Monday, whatever, will be able to motivate me a bit more. And if I do well on that, maybe I might be more motivated in YouTube. Who knows? You know what I mean? Who knows? I think if you do too much of YouTube and not something else, you get bored. Sometimes you kind of need to. If I do really well on YouTube, like it or not, I can do pretty well in school. You know what I mean? In terms of media. And if I'm doing well on that, I'll work better on YouTube. And if I'm working really well on YouTube, again, I can perform better in the school. And if I do something really good with, production-wise in the school, again, it goes back to YouTube. So I'm kind of learning off both, you know what I mean? But who knows? Who knows what will get me? I'm just excited that I've gotten something, because I really wanted it, and I've put basically all my effort this week into that. Put all my eggs in that basket. And basically really been working hard on getting some sort of a volunteering position. But who knows, maybe in a year's time it might not be volunteering, it might be a job, I don't know, who knows. If I've got my foot in the door, it's more likely to be a job, because they already know me. So, and I did enjoy working in a secondary school. Primary school's fine, I liked working in a primary school, it's quite cute and all that, and after obviously all the kids have left, it's quite peaceful, it's quite a small place to work in, and it's quite easy to manage. But obviously in the daytime in the secondary school, because it's bigger, the kids are more spread out, so it can kind of work to a similar ability as you can in a primary school, if that makes sense. Because I've worked in both. 2 years, I did sixth form 2019, after the lockdown 2020 to 2022. Worked in the secondary school. I did really well, but the head teacher was refusing to let me back in because she wanted me to move on. And she only lives fucking next door. You know what I mean? So I throw stones at her every day. I literally do. No, I'm joking. I throw beer bottles out a window. Oh God. No. But working in the secondary school, I've basically gone from a secondary school to a primary school to a secondary school again. So I'm working in the secondary school again, and I'm just going to see where it takes me. That'd be quite fun. Yeah. The kids and all that, they're dead cheeky, but so am I. Know what I mean? Quite funny. But it's a boys' school and a girls' school, that's the thing. So I might be working between both. Who knows? But if it's anything to do with girls, obviously it's a lot more serious, isn't it? So I'll probably spend most of my time in the boys' school. I feel more comfortable there, probably. Being harassed, taken the mick out of by a bunch of cheeky madams. But yeah, I've got myself something, basically, because I forced it. That's why I forced it. You should see me on Tuesday and Wednesday. I was like a nervous wreck. I was in every pub in the area, sending my CV around, sending it on all different social media platforms, bloody Messenger, Facebook, Instagram, through the school email, phoning them out of hours as well, trying to get something. That's how if you really work hard, you can really get something. You know what I mean? So I've learned quite a lot this week. Nothing gets done through an email. That's the first thing I've learned. Nothing gets done through an email, because emails, they're slow. People need to download them, read them, decide how to reply. They haven't even got a proper portfolio of you anyway. They've just got words. And also, with an email, it's an email. It's just words, isn't it? And I've found a lot of good things get done through a phone call. Seriously, good old phone calls. But obviously, a phone call and sending it to different departments that are willing to speak to you. Obviously, it depends on the school's, school's approach. Obviously, if they're a forward-thinking school, they're more likely, professional. They're more likely to maybe, pass you on to someone. Whereas a bang average secondary school is more likely to just go, oh yeah, message the human resources. Here's the contacts of the human resources, and we never get back to you. So I've kind of found out the hard way. Nothing gets done through an email in terms of this sort of stuff. Nothing gets done. Sent stuff on Tuesday, haven't heard anything. I mean, maybe it may become a point next week where I may get other emails from these schools. I don't know. I really don't know. But either way, I was able to speak to a grammar school, and they put me right through to somebody who was quite interested. They didn't say, "Oh, volunteering. It's not something we accept, but you've got me thinking now." That kind of approach. So I was like, maybe this might work. So I persuaded them and said, we'll do this for free. We've got this, that, and this. So send my CV off and see what you think. And bear in mind, I was sending all this off pissed. Honestly, I was in a terrible state. This week, I've been in a terrible state. Honestly, I've been more drunk than sober. Honestly, I've been a nervous wreck this week. But I think I need in my life right now. I need goals. Last 2 years, I've been working in a relatively small school, primary school, doing the same thing, and it's been pretty crap, and it's been pretty shit, same as pretty crap, and I've just been doing YouTube, and I feel my life's a lot more complete without college, without all the expectations of other people. Oh, you should go to college and university. That's other people's expectations. Fuck those people. If those people wanted to do that when they were younger, they can do that. You know what I mean? They should have done that. If I don't want to do that, I don't have to do that. Fuck those guys. You know what I mean? It's about what makes me happy. And if I do something that makes me happy, why should it matter to anybody else? You know what I mean? But I can't just do YouTube. Okay, I know I'm alright at YouTube, but I can't wake up in the morning and always do YouTube. Because mainly I do YouTube in the night. So I'd be waking up in the night. But you know what I mean? I need something in the daytime that's more rewarding and fulfilling than working in a primary school. I love working in the primary school. I really did. But I can't do it all the time. I need something that's more bigger. You know what I mean? And I've got departments for art, music, and other, curriculums. And I feel like I could really offer my services in those sort of places. And they always said their social media and media department always need videos and stuff like that put together. That's right up my street. You know what I mean? That's right up my street. And if I can do something professional and develop something that's, really engaging and helps the school for free, you know what I mean? That's amazing. Gee, Sam, I've had one tonight. Calm down, dude, and drink some Heineken. Oh, where's the Heineken? Honestly, I've been terrible this week. Honestly, I've hardly been sober. It's been terrible. I've really been an absolute melt. I've been so worried about what's coming next. Because as soon as I looked at these hours for college, I just went, no, not doing that. I'm not doing 4 days a week. I want to do YouTube. I don't know where it's going to lead. I make more money than anyone on an apprenticeship, so there's no point doing an apprenticeship. Seriously. I mean, an apprenticeship is £12,000 a year, and I make more than that easily. You know what I mean? Just through what I do. Easily. So I'd rather have something on the side. But yeah, bigger school, more departments. you know, somewhere that's actually willing to take me, you know, as well, instead of all these other schools that are just going, nah, you know, these automated messages and all that, AI messages, just saying, oh, we really appreciate your cooperation with the company. It's just like, fuck off, I know what you mean there. I know exactly what you mean there. You haven't even read it. But yeah, honestly, I'm thrilled. Hopefully I can work on myself a little bit more and get myself into a better position. Because when I don't have anything, I'm terrible. Honestly, it's terrible in 2018. I had nothing in 2018, dropped out of sixth form, I was terrible. Deleted loads of videos and drinked every night. It was terrible. I need like goals in my life. I need certain things that I feel like I need to benefit myself sometimes, but also I feel like my skills, I want to benefit other people's lives, you know what I mean? I take great pleasure in you know, giving value to maybe like a corporation or a school or whatever, or, you know, college. In this case, it's a secondary school. So I take great pleasure in, you know, offering my maybe expertise in that department, you know. But yeah, I take great pleasure in that. If I'm able to help people through YouTube and people in a working environment like a school or a college or whatever. Okay, it's a school this time, secondary school. It's kind of in the middle. Yeah, that's brilliant. Obviously, if I'm a student in a college, I'm a student in a college. You know what I mean? So there's obviously, you know, only certain limits you can go to. There's like hard limits on that. Because you're a student in a college, you're meant to do your course, you know, whereas if you're working somewhere, you're more likely to, or volunteer, you can work with media and stuff. So I'm willing to give it a go. Apparently their media department in the school I'm applied for is kind of struggling in terms of production and stuff and social media bits. So I'm willing to maybe look at that and maybe turn it around. I don't know, we'll just put a TTE logo and everything. Oh god. But yeah, I'm happy. But I'm just saying, if anyone is struggling in life and wants to get something, just go full on hell for leather. Just send your CV out everywhere, and try and, you know, get people to speak to you more. You know, nothing gets done through an email. That's one thing I've learned from this. Emails are the shittest thing ever. Emails are a bunch of shit. Emails are yesterday's news. You know what I mean? Nothing gets done through an email because you're waiting and all this. Just call HR department, say you'd like to speak to this, and offer your inquiry. You know, offer your services for free. Nothing gets done through an email. Seriously, because you're waiting for it. They're waiting. Probably, you know, they've probably got a backlog of all this from different parents, and it probably just gets lost in. You know what I mean? Just gets lost in, you know, quadrillion emails, emails. No, that's a number. A billion emails. How many ever a school HR department gets on the computer? Billions. Just gets lost in like the blue. You know what I mean? So nothing gets done. So just speak to somebody, and already, you know, humans are more, you know, subconsciously, you know, more open when they're speaking to people anyway, even if it's through a phone. You know, they're more open if they're speaking to people through, you know, a digital, you know, transcript or whatever. So, you know, you're more likely to get your own way. I just said, if I don't get anything on Friday, I'll be blowing the roof off this place. Honestly, I'm going to be getting mad. And I got something this morning, so I'm pretty happy. But, you know, I feel like a motivational speaker now. Get what you want. If you know what you want, get it. You know what I mean? Nothing gets done through emails. Speak to people within the company. Try and encourage them to speak to you, not through emails, because you're waiting for days with emails. Fuck emails. It's true. You know what I mean? I'll try and arrange a day out to the airport with any of my Discord friends. Nothing gets done on there. It's easier just to say, you going to the airport tomorrow? No, I'm not, mate. Okay, when are you going? Maybe Monday. I'll go Monday too. Alright, we'll go on Monday. You know what I mean? Instead of sending 550 bloody emails each other, trying to negotiate a, you know, a date and a time and what, you know. I hate emails. Ever since Monday, I've hated emails, honestly. Are we even flying the right way? Yeah, we are, aren't we? But yeah, I'm happy. I've gone off on a bit on a rant here, but just telling you. You know, you're looking for something. Try and get in there. Try and get a word. It's a word kind of thing, not a email to email. There's a, you know, yesterday, Wednesday, Thursday, I was just fizzing. So I'm going to say I haven't been working on YouTube very much because I've been putting all my efforts towards, I mean every day, I mean I've been trying my hardest to construct things and make things, you know, as good as they can be in terms of, you know, CV. I've been updating my CV, everything, putting all my grades on there, what I can do. What's going on there? Bit of turbulence. Seems to be a bit of turbulence. In all seriousness, you aren't wrong, like, yeah. Oh no. And I've known it before. I mean, 2021, 2022, I didn't know what I was going to do. When I left my secondary school, I mean my actual academic secondary school, where I actually learnt, you know, a lot of things, you know, from year 7 to year 14, you know, 2021, July, I according to the head teacher, I had to move on. So I literally, I think my dad, at the time, my dad sent emails to them saying, you know, maybe you should consider in front of a year, blah, blah, blah. College are not willing to do this sort of course at the moment because of COVID, you know, back then. So my dad was doing a lot of the heavy lifting. And I think I just said, why can't I just walk into the head teacher's thing and maybe request an email with her, whatever, a head teacher's, the person who messages, what are they called? The other person in the school who sends all the messages to the head teacher. Head teachers, is it called a senior? No. I think it is a senior. Someone who works with the head teacher who basically transfers all the emails and stuff to the head teacher that may have not gotten through. So I basically walked into our office and said, can I request kind of an informal meeting, face-to-face meeting with the head teacher? And she said, yeah. When do you want it? I said, God, it was Friday, 2 o'clock, not today. Can we do it maybe Tuesday or something? Tuesday, 12 o'clock? So Tuesday, 12 o'clock in 2021, in June sometime, I don't know, sat in front of a head teacher and said, I'd like to be here for another year. And I had all this paperwork that my dad, fucking goo goo gaga dad put in front of me, you know, asked me to bring in. Said, college have said this, they can't support me because of COVID. Would you consider taking me for another year and I can help you in art, music, DT, continue helping Mr. Fletcher, blah, 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 this, that and the other. And she just looked at all this and just went, I don't see any reason why not. You know, if that was through an email, that would have just been put aside and I would have been out the place, you know what I mean? So that's what can be done when you're actually in front of, you know, seniors. And I just had all the data in front of me and she had nothing. She had her glasses on and read it and just obviously took a common sense approach to it and just went, oh yeah, I can see, you know what I mean? Now that I'm out of the place, everything's through email, so nothing gets done. That's what I've learned. That's the biggest life lesson I've learned in the last year. Nothing gets done through email. As long as you actually really know the person. In terms of in like an actual company or organisation, nothing gets done. Because they don't even know you. I don't know why emails exist, to be honest. In terms of like, you know, informal meetings. Because they just look at it and it's just like everybody else, you know. They only really know somebody when they're sat in front of them. Face to face. In real life, not for a fucking screen. You know what I mean? Honestly, it really infuriates me. The amount of people that are turned down because of this stupid system we have with emails. they can't even read, you know, they can't read people. They can just read their emails. It's like everybody else. They put it through ChatGPT, and it's like everybody else's emails, so people just get denied left, right and centre. They only really know what somebody's like when they're sat in front of a person, you know, and then they complain, oh, it was short staff and stuff. It infuriates me. So I'm just happy I've got somewhere that has the foresight to see people, you know what I mean? It does annoy me, but, you know, I've given my advice, and that's my advice. I'm savage when I want to be, I really am. I've known what I've wanted to do since year 11. Set up a whole career plan in 2021, and now it's just a matter of waiting, because I've tried volunteering and just general work, and it's not great really. Why does YouTube put a limit on how many letters you can use? I don't know. What's he on about? It's just noise. He's not intelligent enough to realise it, is he? He hasn't got... Sorry, Ian, but I don't think you're intelligent enough to understand this sort of conversation. Sorry. Right, I'm eating my burrito now. Talking about an intellectual conversation. Going to an intellectual conversation, which is eating a burrito. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed Saturday, mate. It was great to see you. Really wasn't. I'm joking. It was fun. It was good. Now I'm going to kick back, guys. I'll be back in about 10 minutes. Seriously. I think he is, mate. He's older than us. Yeah, see, that's another life mistake. Thinking people older than you are more wise than you. No. No. Big mistake. Now I'm going to kick back, guys. I'll be back in 10 minutes. Alright. I've said all I've wanted to say. Lights out. See you in 10 minutes. Oh, right, I'm back. Oh. Right. Reset this. There we go. Oopsie. Just gonna have a little look where we are. Over Bay Biscay. Yeah, aren't we? Live for about an hour. Fly a little bit faster. There we go. Doing quite well. Not long, probably. Just have a little look. Should we go over there? Over the... is it the Alps? Going right into Madrid. Cool. Where's that weird island I used to land at? Why can't I control my... there we go. Okay, that's frozen. That's good. Why can't I control it? The hell? Okay, for some reason I can't control the external cam. It's weird. How's Microsoft Flight Simulator holding up? The usual. It's crashed already. I can't control it for some reason through the external cam. Which is a bit shit. No, nothing. Can't control it. Reset position maybe? That might fix it. There we go, that's fixed it. Yeah, it's so buggy this game, that's the problem. I feel like they've had to make a new one. I actually don't know if a new one will be any better than this one. I really don't know. Probably more buggy. All these games are made to drive profit now, not to, you know, properly function. The only thing that functions is the marketplace. Modern games. Yeah, I was in Poker Loca tonight, the Pina Loca takeaway brand or subsidiary, whatever. There's this black guy in there who's head of the kitchen in the main restaurant, and he had a bunch of kids in today, or the usual staff that work in the Mexican takeaway. So there's the Pina Loca restaurant, and then there's Poker Loca, which is like their takeaway place, because clearly someone's gone in there and said your food's really good, you need to do takeaway. Why the hell do you not do takeaway? And the boss has gone, oh shit, we need to open a takeaway. So he's basically bought out a uniform shop and turned it into a Mexican takeaway. And they've got basically a bunch of kids in there working, you know what I mean? I don't mean to put them down, but a bunch of kids working on the grills and stuff and making the burritos and all this. And I don't know, clearly something's gone wrong, because the last few nights I've walked past it and the boss has been in there, and tonight there's like a black guy who's like maybe 6'4" or whatever, who's in charge of the kitchen in the main restaurant. And I was in there tonight ordering my food at meeting now, and he said to the kids, he was saying, right, no, what's fresh? Okay, bin it. Right, get that, bin it. Only fresh. And I was like, oh my god, this guy's in charge. You know, and that's what you want from a restaurant. You don't want any of this garbage of, oh, we only accept cash. Oh, you know, all this. You want salt and vinegar on your chips, and we don't even put it on properly. No, this is a proper restaurant. He was like, what's fresh? Right, bin that. I was like, oh my god, this place is run well. Oh, quite funny. What's your opinion of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024? Well, if it's anything like this game, and obviously it's made by the same developers, it's going to be a There's always a crisis. That's the thing. There's anything in game design. There's always a crisis, but it depends how long they have to fix those problems. It's like changing something in honestly game design. You want to listen to stuff like from like Bethesda Softworks and stuff with their documentaries making like Oblivion and Skyrim. They're very well thought of developers, and they just say, with game design, making games, if you change something over here, it's like changing something in the universe. It changes something over there. With code, the amount of lines of code games have these days. So if it's anything like this game, it'll probably be I think it'll be exactly the same as this game. I really do. And I truly believe in this game. They are... It's like shrinkflation. I think they're shrinking the graphic performance in this game. So people who buy Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 will go, oh my god, it looks really amazing. And someone, really eventually, when the game comes out, will probably go, oh, did you know Microsoft Flight Simulator 2022 looked this good when it first came out? I think they're like doing like a shrinkflation thing with this game. I really do, because the game's graphics, ever since this came out, since I bought it, ground scenery and photogrammetry and stuff hasn't been as good. Seriously, when I first bought this game in very late 2022, graphics are amazing. And they're just not like that anymore. I don't know if it's nothing to do with my speed, my internet speed, because it's fine. We're pulling 20 megabytes per second right now on this stream, so it's nothing to do with Virgin Media or anything like that. I think they're using like a bit of like a shrinkflation approach to this game, where they're trying to basically notch down the graphics on this game so everyone thinks the new game looks really amazing. So gradually over time, people's eyes adapt and go, oh yeah, this game looks really good. But they don't realise, because people don't have the, whatever. People can't always go back unless they've got a capture card for themselves to go, oh, well, yeah, the game did look that good actually. You know what I mean? I don't know. I really don't know, but I wouldn't be at all surprised if they're doing that. But personally, what I do think, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, I think it's just another excuse for them to make money. That's all I think. I don't think there'll actually be any improvements. There's some new missions. The graphics apparently are slightly better, and I don't know how much it'll be. Really, I don't want to say. Oh, they're still charging £75 for it. I don't know if they're still charging £75 for it. I don't know, so I don't even want to say that because I don't want to get in trouble. But all I'm going to say is, if it's anything like this game, and the way this game performs and the amount of bugs this game has, I think it'll be no different. Seriously, I think it'll come out, people will go, oh, it's a right buggy bitch, to play. Things aren't working. Things don't load properly. Games crashing all the time. And I think it'll just be exactly like this game. I think it's just another. I think what they're doing is they're basically making an update on this game's code and basically shipping it as a new game separately. That's what I believe they're doing. I don't think they've even made a new engine. I think they've just basically made a graphics update on this engine and this game with all the, the same engine, same graphics and everything, but they've just, or maybe AI upscaled it, I don't know, or made them slightly better, and they're just shipping it as a new game so they can rip people off. I wouldn't be at all surprised. I wouldn't put anything past Microsoft nowadays. Apple, anybody. You can't trust any of them. I wouldn't trust any of these companies, Facebook, YouTube, Google, anybody, to tie my own shoelaces. Seriously, I wouldn't tie any of those slimy bastards to tie my own shoelaces. So I wouldn't be at all surprised if they're pulling some dirty trick. Honestly, I really wouldn't. Games aren't what they used to be. They're really not. They're not made by dedicated gamers themselves to make a really good game and to wreak decades of benefit for consumers and stuff, and maybe come out with every now and again come out with a DLC. You know what I mean? But not the games nowadays. It's all about a business, isn't it? It's all about money, and stuff. It's all about profit, driving profit through the roof. So making a game now is basically like a business gamble. They want to try and make money out of it. They've got a marketplace. Microsoft bought Minecraft. It's got a marketplace. Minecraft's shit now. Nobody cares. This game, it's got a marketplace. How does it play? Okay, but pretty shit some of the time, as we've seen through my streams. So, no. But it just depends on the umbrella company, doesn't it, or the parent company? You know what they want out of the game. If they go, oh, we need to make this many sales by the end of this year or this month, they'll look at certain games that do well, and they won't care about anything, quality or performance. They'll basically just try and drive profit through the roof, and try and sell you as much stuff you don't need, and get the best marketeers in the world try and get you to buy that crap. That doesn't even work properly, you know what I mean? That's what it's all about nowadays. I can read the world like a book. Seriously. I've seen it. I've seen gaming change. From early 2000s, when games were made by developers who were dedicated to make a good game, to what we've got now, where it's just a new game every single year, a new phone every year pretty much, a new this every year, and it's basically no innovation or new exciting features. It's just the same old, just another brick in the wall. Oh, what a prick. Oh, bloody hell. Same dog washed. It's like that in everything. I suppose it has been for a long time, but you probably just look at certain statistics and go, oh my god, there's a lot of people gaming, let's try and make money out of that, and they ruin it. See, no matter what shortcut you take in life, you're always going to get caught out. Always. There's no such thing as shortcuts. You gotta sometimes really give it your all for, real people, not marketeers, real people to see, what it's made of. Yeah, money for nothing and chicks for free, absolutely. Is that a real stream? It's a real stream, mate. Yep, Larry Park, it's a real stream. I'm reading your name. Yeah, it's very real. Beyond real. Game name: Microsoft Shit Simulator. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Nah, it's an alright game. It's functional. It's nothing amazing. It really isn't, Talking about how aircrafts handle and how, certain characteristics of airframes react. Okay, they've got some good physics, but I don't know. It's an okay game. I'd say it's a 3 out of 5. But it's really let down by bugs, and so I know it's quite complicated to make, but I don't know. I think it all depends on the experience of the developers. I think if you had people like, I'm not saying id Software or Angels, because they ditched Mick Gordon, who's probably the best game music designer composer in the world, and they basically forced him to rush his music in Doom Eternal, and the original music compared to what was in the game sounded nothing like each other. They compressed it and everything that was in the game, and he was furious. He was like, oh, it's just it's compressed, you can hear it's compressed, it sounds nothing like my original mastery of this track or whatever. And basically he was kicked out. Well, I think he just left. So I'm not saying they're any angels, or companies are have the demons, but this game 10 out of 10. No, I don't think it's 10 out of 10. There's no game on the planet that's 10 out of 10. That's the thing. If you're looking at it from a realistic point of view, there's no game on the planet that's 10 out of 10. No game is perfect. No game is perfect. Maybe 8 out of 10. There are games that are 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10, but no game on the planet is 10 out of 10. Because it has 10 out of 10 for me means out of this world good. Almost alien. And if anything is 10 out of 10, no one will play it, because people always want something new. and people want something new all the time, doesn't make it a 10 out of 10, because people's expectations, you know, almost rely on something being 10 out of 10. You know what I mean? So if anything's 10 out of 10, it's a boring game, because it has nothing else to offer. You know what I mean? Games that are maybe 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 are actually good games, because they have something else to offer. You know what I mean? Any game that excites you and makes you look forward to the next update isn't a 10 out of 10, but 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, in my mind, is the equivalent of a really good game. Because you can rely on the developers to make something really exciting, you know. But any game that is 10 out of 10 is boring, because they've got nothing else to show. You know what I mean? That's almost a complete game for me. That's a game that's done, finished, and over with. 10 out of 10. That's like a mastery. And in the world of gaming, if it's a successful game, people always want more from that game. You know, look at Minecraft when that was really good. That was never 10 out of 10. But people always look forward to the new updates and stuff. Terraria, when it was peaking 2014, 2013, that was probably 10 out of 10. But it wasn't 10 out of 10. It was 8 out of 10. Because people always look forward to the next thing. You're talking too much. My stream. I do what I want. But, no. It's, yeah, making games isn't easy. I didn't study game design or anything. I played games for a long time, and I know I know what's a good game. Easily. Skyrim's a brilliant game. Doom Eternal's a brilliant game. Doom's a brilliant. Halo's a brilliant game. Some of the Call of Duty games are good. Some of them are bad. Battlefront, Battlefield, same. Yeah, it's one of them. You know, a lot of the Far Cry games, some good, some bad. You know. What else is there? I don't really play Tomb Raider, but I'm sure there's good and bad. You know, there's not always... Nothing's ever brilliant, you know. But yeah, you know, sometimes things are worth waiting for. And, you know, if something's impressed you, you know, you want it again. You know what I mean? That's business. If something's impressed you, you may only think, oh, I may only have this once, or may only give it a go for a bit. But if it's impressed you, you want it again. A bit like my pina loca right here. I love the food, it's great. So what happens? I get one again. Every week I get one. You know what I mean? And just so happens, tomorrow night, for my dad's 60th in 2 weeks, we're going to the restaurant tonight. So I'm going to be consuming the same food tomorrow night. And I got a takeaway tonight. I know it doesn't make sense. But that's what happens. You know, something's good. Impress the customers. Subconsciously, they want it again, because that's how the brain works. If something's good, they want it again. I'm not coming to Parma. No, piss off. But yeah, that's just human nature. A lot of games like this. Like in Roblox. Yeah, Roblox is a successful game. See, that's the thing, if you allow people to do what they want. Yeah, again, there's certain audiences. I mean, that's the thing, not everybody likes Minecraft. Some people look at Minecraft and go, oh, you know, I want a storytelling game. You know, somebody make, like, I don't know, an adventure game. You know, like maybe Far Cry or Dark Souls or something like that, you know, or Tomb Raider or whatever, or the Elder Scrolls or whatever. Or Fallout series, or I don't know. I don't know. I'm just trying to think now. No, Assassin's Creed isn't really storytelling, isn't it? No, it's more adventure game. Evil Within, you know, storytelling games. People might like that. Yeah, it just depends on the personality. But if it's a good game, they'll buy the sequel. They'll buy, you know, the next thing. It's like a stream. If I do a good stream, people will subscribe, hit the notification bell, and subconsciously become aware of what I have next. You know what I mean? And will want to be a part of what I have next. Look at Monday, brilliant example. People like the stream. They're asking when my next stream was. Already, I know. I'm not a businessman. I'm not a marketeer at all. I'm terrible. But I know when people enjoy something, they always ask when when your next stream is. That's why I always say, hit the notification bell, set it to all, not personalised. Set your notification bell to all, because then you get notified on everything. And I always say, you might not like everything I do, but I do offer some stuff that you might enjoy, and I've got plenty of, I've got a catalogue of videos that date back that can still be enjoyed, even if a video, from 1 year ago, 2 years ago, doesn't matter. When I edit, they're edited to, wreak benefit and profit for years, because when I edit, I know people might be watching it in 2 years' time, 3 years' time, 4 years' time, so I'm always applying the most, recent and newest techniques with editing, but also, it's traditional editing, that anybody can enjoy. Me and my dad have been watching a lot of DVDs, Aviation DVDs that Carl have given us recently. They're from like 20 years ago, and you can still enjoy them now. You know what I mean? And they've recently just moved to like Vimeo streaming and stuff like that. So there must be a market there for people that enjoy that. Otherwise they wouldn't have done that. So there's always people that enjoy stuff. But yeah, it's just like the simple things like that. The Aviation DVDs from Manchester or wherever, 747 compilations from like 20 years ago, landing at Hong Kong, the old international airport. You can still enjoy them. I mean, it may not, they may be 480p. They're not like 4K 60 or anything like this, or HDR 360 or anything now, anything groundbreaking. But they're simple, traditional, and you can still enjoy them. You know what I mean? With a good old DVD or Blu-ray player. I sit in my room and put it on sometimes. You know what I mean? I just look at it and go, I can still be enjoyed. You know what I mean? They're timeless. Anyone can enjoy them. Anytime. In 30 years' time, people will still enjoy them. So, it's always... There we go. Sometimes content, depending on the individual, people can appreciate, or it mainly depends on people's attention span and stuff. Clearly we don't want to have anyone in here who has an attention span, so right, okay, approaching north of Spain. Should be able to see a bit of land there. There we are. Sorry about the idiots in the chat, guys. Right, okay. Still have to see what's going on. No, we haven't. Should be really on standard, shouldn't it? I'll increase that a bit. There we go. Probably another maybe an hour till we land. Maybe not even an hour, maybe about 45 minutes or so. Possibly. Right, I'll put that back on. There we go. So people can see what we're doing. What I was gonna do was add like a progress bar of a flight in the live streams. Honestly, I was gonna add like a progress bar. But I think that needs to access game data, and with the Xbox, that's kind of difficult. I could add like an approximate, or an estimate. But you know what I mean, like a little bar of how long the flight has left. Yeah, that'd be quite interesting. Right, okay, I'm turning off the chat, okay? Not turned off the chat, but I'm not reading it. Unfortunately, people have let themselves down this evening, so I'm no longer reading the chat in this stream. I'm just going to focus on the stream and focus on the flight. Yeah, so live tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Yeah, gonna be live for about an hour. No, sorry, 2 hours and a half. I think 2 hours and a half. So that should be 2:30. We're going out tomorrow night, of course. So I've got to bear in mind that. Getting back and stuff. So yeah, should be good. Should be good. Yeah. I'm just trying new things with a Saturday now. I'm just trying different times and seeing what works and looking at the analytics. You know, all you can do is stay positive. So that's what I'm doing. Just seeing what works, and if it works, I'll continue via that sort of schedule. You know. It's like the definition of insanity, you know what I mean? If something works, I'll do it again. But I don't know, it depends. I mean, Saturdays are... I've always done Saturdays. Manchester Airport. I think I did used to do Sundays at some point, can't remember. Like, maybe 2019! What year is that? 2019 to maybe 2020, only for like a few months or whatever. I did do Sundays only. But that's the thing, that there do seem to be less streamers streaming on a Sunday, but only by a small margin. You know, it's all about, you know, uptake and stuff. So I'm just trying different times at the moment. I've tried to go later on in the day. Obviously, you know, a night's drawing in and stuff, you know. That increases people to stream in light hours, you know, anywhere from like 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock. And there's a lot more streamers at Manchester now than there was a year ago. And in about another year's time, there'll probably be more streamers at Manchester than there is this year. You know what I mean? So that's just how it is. People, you know, just follow people, you know, like jump on the bandwagon. That's just what people do. If there's money in it, that's what people do. So yeah, but that's the thing. I don't know. I do think by the time Christmas comes around or December, I think we'll be able to fully rectify and appreciate 360 streams. I do. I think people, I hope anyway, by December we'll be able to, well, not just my community and people that watch me and moderate for me, but, you know, other people, you know, kind of getting out there, that there's something unique about that on this channel that people can appreciate, you know, 360. Maybe not HDR. HDR was for me, HDR was a response to me adding 360, if that makes sense. Because I did 360 streams. I was the first streamer to do 360 aviation, right? And that took a lot of work to get done. Not loads, but quite a bit. And I feel like HDR was kind of like a stopgap for me, just to go, right, okay, this is the future, this is 360, this is like standard streaming over here. So we've got 360 over here in one room, we've got standard streaming in another room, right? I need to rectify standard stream because obviously that's still really popular, so I'm going to apply HDR to it. That's what I did. I basically added a new formula to the standard stuff so I could kind of make it fresh again, even though I've got something even fresher and even newer and cooler over here. But the thing over here, unfortunately, is very dependent on, obviously, weather and what way they're coming in at Manchester in terms of runway ops. So it's really depending on certain factors and etc. But I hope by December, you know, going to Heathrow maybe a couple of times, maybe twice. I don't know. I'm looking at stuff. Maybe my dad My dad's thinking of maybe driving down, maybe sometime in October, maybe stay the night or something, I don't know. Do something like that. Fly it down again in November, show people the 360, you know, and obviously people who like that and go, oh, that's pretty cool, you know, something's new here, you know, that's something new. And 360 is not one of those things where people go, oh, it's just a fad, you know. As soon as they see a plane going over and they can turn their camera and watch it, there's, you know, already the feedback I've gotten from it is nothing but positive. You know, it's really expressing negative, nothing but positive. People go, oh, it's really cool, that, you know, that's like, that's new, you know, that's kind of it's not just a party trick, is it? You know, it's it can be used, you know, in that sort of sense, I suppose. So, you know, it's just about having the ideas, isn't it? But obviously there's having the ideas, and then, you know, obviously the execution. I don't think I have the execution pinned down very well. I've got the ideas, but executing it is like it's not what I'm great at, honestly. I've got the ideas, but executing it and making it a thing isn't always I admit it's not always my strong point. So yeah, I think I need to I will be working on that this autumn, because I did it in July, put it in stone, this is 360, like, you know, this is what I'm made of, kind of thing, you know, I can do this. But it's obviously just about getting the crowd. There's only a certain number, maybe only 100 people who watch Manchester streams who may know or may have watched my 360 streams. Every streamer at Manchester will be aware of it, though. Every single streamer at Manchester will be aware of my 360, because that's what they're like. I know if someone did 360 or had something brand new that I'd never thought of, I would have been aware of it. You know what I mean? So they will be well aware of that. I think, definitely. But they won't do it because maybe technical reasons or confidence, or they're maybe too scared to alienate the viewers, and because that's the thing, they've got a lot of viewers, I don't, so I can take more risks, because obviously I have nobody to lose. In a sad sort of way, I have my followers, I have people that really support me, but at the same time, if I do something wildly different, I don't have the risk factor of losing possibly 900 people, you know what I mean, on a stream, because it's new, you know what I mean. So I can take these risks early on now, and hopefully ensure in the future that can build up, just from it being different. But it's about doing it regularly and good enough, you know, consistently and good enough for it to prove worthwhile to people who watch the regular streams, you know, other people's streams. So do a few ones at Heathrow, do a few ones at Manchester when it's busy. I'm going to do one next week. I was going to do one today. I was really pumping for it today. I got up and I was like, oh my god, they're still on 05s. What am I going to do? I'm not wasting money on travelling on a train just to do another flipping car park stream. I'm saving that money, you know, whatever, 16 quid, whatever, to put aside to do a successful 360 stream, you know. So I apologise and everything, but it is what it is, you know. Depends on runway ops, and they're not always on 05s, and you know, Manchester's rarely on 05s. They're an airport that, you know, 65-75% of the time we're always on 23 ops, you know. So you know, eastern operations, or east operations, eastern, what are you saying? So, you know, that works within my favour quite a bit. Right, okay. Ooh, look at that. Right, how fast are we going? Oh, we're going alright, actually. We haven't heard an overspeed bling in this stream, have we? Wonder if my rudder's still working. That's something to check. No, rudder. Oh no, rudder is working a little bit. Yeah, it just cut out in the last video. Yeah, rudder is definitely working. I wonder why it stopped in the last one. Must have been a bug. I mean, this model does have blackouts, like avionic blackouts. I mean, I don't mean like, you know, flight display blackouts and stuff on the you know, horizontal, artificial horizon. Yeah, the radar screen here. Yeah, full-on avionic blackouts. Even the Asobo one has blackouts. I mean, I lost control of the stick a few weeks ago, didn't I? On the SAS coming into Manchester, I just lost full control of the side stick. Like literally nothing. No, nothing was registering as a control input. I was moving it, nothing from the airplane, nothing. Which is almost, you know, not what you want in real life, is it? God. I mean, there's 7 computers on board just to make sure that doesn't happen. You know, that's how like military jets work and Airbus. And some of the new Boeings, you know, they have like 6, 7 different computers on board, flight computers, just to make sure if one goes down, there's like plenty of redundancy. And they're all built by different manufacturers as well. So if there's like a major server, you know, outage, you know, they're built by different companies and stuff. So they all operate independently and stuff, not through one massive, you know, corporation that makes flight computers. So that's kind of how the fly-by-wire kind of works. I mean, on military jets, a lot of military jets nowadays couldn't do the turns they do if they weren't aerodynamically unstable. You know, they couldn't like turn into like a dime and stuff, like the F-35 and other aircrafts like the Eurofighter and F-22 Raptor. You know, they couldn't do that if they were aerodynamically stable. They wouldn't be able to do it. So they're designed to be aerodynamically unstable, but operate by. But if they lose their ability to fly by wire, they're like you know, like a bag of sea matter. You know what I mean? They're totally unstable. But you know, they have no glide. They just flop to the ground in a really, you know, inappropriate manner. So yeah, like a wet bag of sea matter. They just a lot of fighter jets if they lose their ability to fly by wire. So a lot of the computers keep them. I mean, that's the thing. If you watch the F-35 at low airspeed, just look at the horizontal stabilizers at the back. You can see them doing like this, like it's like a synchronized kind of like propulsion kind of movement. You know, they're doing that, but like flapping the elevator stabilizer, whatever, at the back, just to keep it airworthy. Because if they don't do that, the aircraft tips. Carl was telling me if it loses, if the F-35 particularly, if it loses its power to fly by wire, it flips and then basically falls out of the sky. So if you need that like movement at the back to keep it synchronized on a steady, you know, path at a low airspeed. Basically, I don't know everything about it, but I know that is, you know. I've watched it when, at Duxford. I was like, what the hell are the back stabilizers doing? I was just like, well, maybe he's just rolling the ailerons, because, you know, a lot of the time in, you know, in fighter jets, the stabilizers at the back that act as ailerons. You know what I mean? For ultimate maneuverability. In a lot of the 4th, 5th generator fighters and stuff. So. You know, you see that a lot of the time. I thought he was just doing that. I thought he was just giving us a bit of a wing wave with his stabilizers, but no, it's actually the computer systems keeping it in the air at slow speed. Otherwise, it will tip if it doesn't do that like flapping motion with the stabilizers. It's quite a bit of engineering that. You know, that is quite impressive. You know, and that's the sort of stuff I really appreciate and go, wow, cool. You know what I mean? I like telling people about it. Because it's impressive. I find that just mesmerising. I love that sort of thing. But yeah, it's one of them. Right, we're gonna start descending now. We'll go to 15. Speed should be okay. Right. Yeah, apologies about that guy. I just wasn't. I wasn't putting up with silly comments. I just wasn't. Don't have time for that tonight. No, I'm not on. Here we go, descending into Madrid. Look at that. I'd love to do that again though. Heathrow to Madrid. Maybe not Heathrow to Madrid, but Manchester to Madrid. I'd do that again. Yeah. 2021. Did it. Enjoyed it. It's good fun. I'll do it again. Definitely. Yeah, let me know if there's any interesting aircraft coming in tomorrow, guys. Been a nice flight though tonight. Oh yeah, it's been very peaceful. Well, semi-peaceful. Control for rudder. Yeah, it just last stream, just rudder completely lost control. Well, I didn't lose control, it wasn't on. You know what I mean? I didn't even lose control of a rudder. The rudder wasn't even available. It was like, it was like, it might have been ripped off. Oh, dear. Right, okay. Good old Madrid. Yeah, I'd love to go again. Unfortunately, I went in the winter. It looks like if I want to go again, it looks like I'll be going in the winter again too. Panel stats. Status, not stats. Golden dark. No. Okay. We're coming down. We're coming down very slowly. I'm going to speed it up a bit. Oh no, that's up, isn't it? That's up. Don't do that. Don't do that. Right, let me think. Hang on. We'll go minus 2,000. There we go. Just come down a little bit quicker. There we go. Nice plane though. When are we gonna put the 350 in the game? I think I would fly that as much as this, to be honest. Seriously. I don't know, I just... don't know. I can just imagine it being very similar to this, the 330-neo. I feel like it borrows a lot of the similar technologies. Yeah, out tomorrow night. I'm always out recently, aren't I? Always out and about. Tell you what, if I'm working at a bloody secondary school, I wouldn't be able to be having all these No, maybe. Depends on what time I finish. That's the thing. Maybe finishing at midday. It just depends on what we need, you know. But schools like that always need assistance. I mean, the school I was in, my actual high school, I did all my GCSEs in. They had a flood in 2021. They relied on volunteers. COVID, they relied on volunteers. And all of a sudden, they're just like completely shut it down, you know, like they only need them when they want them. And it's just like, yeah. Sorry, Josh. Should we just go the pub after the stream? We should. The uni builds one should be out soon, which is study level, by the way. Oh, okay. Well, if it's study level and it's an Airbus, it probably won't be very difficult, will it? I've got the 320 Neo, haven't I? A V2. I've got that working. I just can't get the autopilot. Oh, did I get the autopilot working? Don't know. I got it to take off anyway, and that was study level, and that was an Airbus 320 V2. And that's I wouldn't say it's complicated at all, but it's just the autopilot seems to need to be set up a certain way. I got off the ground. I flew it around the Wirral. Can help you with the autopilot. Okay. Yeah, take it. I've got the Dreamliner working. I can fly the Dreamliner like a piece of cake now. That's well easy. Just VOR to VOR and it does what you want. You know what I mean? It just does exactly what you tell it to. I'd say it's easier than the Captain Sim stuff now. Literally. The Dreamliner. Yeah, way easier. Right, I'm going to put the seatbelt signs on now. I'm going to put that on. We haven't even got the landing gear down yet. Oh no, because that's the lights as well. It's not like a Boeing, is it? Left, right, and nose wheel. Right, let me have a look at the map. We're coming in on the right-hand runway. Let me have a look. Yeah, it's the right-hand runway. Just here in a minute. Oh shit! Right. Yeah, I applied everywhere. I applied for a. I even applied for a Catholic school. They were going a bit off topic, but I was looking at a Catholic school in the area. Is it Pleasington? Oh god. Yeah, no, that's the thing with Catholic schools and stuff. They're not all Catholics. It's more like a herd community kind of thing. Catholic schools and stuff. There's one near our area, and it's, you know, you wouldn't think the Catholics are like spitting in the road and kicking cans around the place. It's just like, yeah, it's just the parents. You know what I mean? But yeah, I looked at that and didn't get a reply, so I was like, right, okay, sod you. I don't know, I might get something next week, you never know, but if I've been given something already, I should probably just put them on the back burner. Yeah, I've been given a 3-month trial. That's the thing, in an interview like that, or any job interview, they're not always interviewing you, you're interviewing them as well. That's something you've got to think when these companies and places, even if it's volunteering, you know, a lot of people think, oh, they're interviewing me, you know, I'm dead scared. Just, you know, put that, mirror that, and just think, oh, they are interviewing me, but I'm also interviewing them. You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it, because I've been in interviews before, and that's what my dad told me, and a few other people, you know, like in job interviews, you know, they're not just interviewing you, you're interviewing them, you know, seeing what they can offer. So yeah, that's very important. But yeah, it's an informal meeting. It's not even an interview, it's an informal meeting, so that says it all. Just going in me onesie. Going with me onesie with me Crocs on. Alright. I'm a right slob. How do you want me? Oh, wee. We're going down now. Oh, dearie me. Yeah, I've been in a few interviews. I'll just act myself. I just think I'm asking more questions than them when I'm in an interview. Honestly, I'm asking way more questions than them. I'm going, you know, "Ooh, what time is this?" and what, you know, what time do we need to come in? What do we need to wear? You know, all like really important stuff. I'm not going to talk about college again. They didn't even let me know that there was a uniform, or didn't even give me a timetable on the first week, so I didn't even know where I was. So I always make sure to ask a lot of questions now and stuff, so I know where I stand basically. Right, let's put that to that. Overspeed. We descended too late. Nah, it should drop in a minute. Hello, sexy. I used to struggle with interviews up until I grew more of an understanding of myself and what I wanted. Yeah, you gotta ask what you want sometimes. That's what I do. I ask. I mean, it may seem like silly questions to start with when you think in your mind, like, oh, I'm asking that, but if you show an interest in what you want, you know, that can sometimes mean just as more than just saying nothing. You know what I mean? I think in an interview, if you're being interviewed and you say nothing, and especially when they say, oh, have you got any questions? Or, I mean, a lot of people go, you know, they say, oh, tell us a bit about yourself, and most people freeze. I think people need to be studied a little bit more on, you know, like the question and answer kind of thing. When a company says, you know, have you got any questions? I think people need to know how to ask interesting questions. So a lot of people are studied nowadays to answer the big bit. Well, tell us a bit about yourself. You know, what attracted you to this job? And most people, well, some people must freeze still, but a lot of people are, you know, there's probably apps now that run you through simulated interviews and all this shite. You know what I mean? But I feel a lot of people nowadays, a lot of kids don't get tutored on asking the good questions, because I think that contributes just as much, if not more, than you know, the main scary question, which is, you know, what attracts you to this job, and tell us a bit about yourself, you know, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, learn how to ask questions, not answer questions. You know, learn how to answer questions is all well and good, but if you don't know how to ask questions, yeah, you know, you kind of want to, like, you want to be a double-ended sword, you know, with a lot of these things. You want to know how to, because if you can do both, ask questions and answer questions, you know, that's really good. In a lot of interviews, I've found myself asking most of the questions, and I just think, oh, I'm being a bit of a burden, you know. But, you know, it's good, I suppose. I just put the parking brake on. What an idiot. No, I haven't. 2,000. We're coming down. With autopilot enabled. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Informal meeting. Yeah, so not quite an interview. I'm just going to tell them a bit about me. If they just want to meet me, that's all. Just want to meet me. But I won't be there in my onesie. Don't even have a onesie. Oh god. A onesie with a butt flap. Hello, this is me. This is my butt flap. Oh god. Do you like my onesie? I know I look like a giraffe. That's how I like to sleep. Oh god. Oh god. Jeez. I'll put everything on there. Everything important. Nothing important then. because I am nothing important. Right, here we go. Yeah, so we've got no simulated turbulence, so we won't have to use the rudder at all. Actually, I bet the rudder's working now. Flight controls. Let's just see if the rudder's working. Oh yeah, the rudder's working. Oh, what a charm! When I turn it off, it works. Typical. Yeah, it just froze in the last stream. There's no rudder control at all.
200.
Like a complete melt the plane. It just didn't do anything.
100.
Right, turn off autopilot. Oh hey, oi, 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 oi.
10. Retard.
Nice landing. That's way better than the last stream. Well, the last stream's landing was actually quite good, actually, but I ended up veering off because the rudder wasn't working. There we go. Decent landing. Used a bit of rudder on there. God, we actually had control of the rudder this time. That's quite good, you know. I'm thinking of deleting the last stream. I'm flying back in the next one. I mean, we can't keep doing Madrid to Heathrow. We can't. Alright, here we go. Don't know why we're throttling down the runway at 50%. Don't know what all that's about. Speed brakes are still up. Right, we're going to go to satellite terminal. I should think. Missed the landing. You missed the land. Ooh! What's going on? Well, we burst a tyre. Probably have, knowing me. Was that a bit of water on the runway? I don't know. Did it brake too hard? Who knows? That was just brake. No, it wasn't the brakes. Don't know what it was. Maybe been a bit of water or something. I don't know if you can simulate individual water puddles and I don't know. Right, we're going to satellite terminal, aren't we? So we need to be... We're probably going to go gate. Yeah, this is quite a big airport as well, isn't it? So yeah, we'll go back to Madrid. I would like to try it. I think it was just dirt on the... I thought I burst a tyre or something. I was like, oh god. Yeah, where we spotted was... oh, where did we spot? We spotted on a mound somewhere. Oh, it's 3 years. I can't remember, guys. It was like November 21. I can't remember. I didn't even know how we found it, to be honest. We went through like a Europe... was it Europe car? Garage. And then we found like a mound that had a pretty good outlook to the runway. And it was like, whoa, that's pretty good. I wouldn't be able to find it again. Honestly, I wouldn't be able to find it again. Is it like over like a little blue bridge or something? I can't remember. Well, the airport's quite simple, Madrid Airport. It's just a satellite terminal. Flying back to Heathrow on a wide body, you need to be in the satellite terminal, which requires like a little bit of a train kind of thing underground. But yeah, it's quite good. It's not too bad. It's an alright airport. A bit like Amsterdam. Yeah, it's quite good. Right, here we go, Madrid. The home of San Miguel and Madrid and what else? Slam the brakes on, why not? No, we need to put it on. What am I doing? Right, engine's off. Right away. Off. No, yeah. Still treat me like I'm a noob. Nav lights off. Wing lights. Sorry. Wing lights off. Beacon light off. Strobe, there we go, off. Right, seatbelt sign, smoking sign. I'll get the fuel pumps off as well. I'll get a jet bridge and the catering, baggage, blah blah blah. That was alright, that wasn't it? That was an okay flight. Bit of a rant at the start, but I had some stuff to get off my chest. And I'm an independent YouTuber and I can say whatever I like. Right, ramp connection.
Iberia A330, could you please send a ramp? Iberia A330, a ramp is on its way.
Baggage service.
Iberia A330, could you please send the baggage? Iberia A330.
Looking forward to tomorrow. Yeah, Josh is joining me tomorrow at the airport. It should be good fun, shouldn't it? Yeah, see you tomorrow, mate. I probably won't be up, but no one will be on call tonight, will they? Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, mate. Again, I'll be arriving around 11:30. So, if you want to, be with us until the end, I'd get there a little later if you want to. Well, that's completely up to you, though, isn't it? But yeah, see you then, mate. Oh my God, what the hell? Why can't we get a jet bridge? There's a jet bridge right there, and we're getting a stair. What the? That's like Ryanair. Alright, okay. What else have we got here? Ramp disconnection, baggage service, and catering service, and yeah. See you later, Roy. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I don't know why I'm saying apologies about the rant. I must feel bad about it some way. Or if I didn't feel bad about it, I wouldn't be saying sorry about it. Right, okay. We can turn off the plane now. Boom! Oh no. External power's still on. APU battery, turn off. There we go, the airplane's off. Just like that, it's off. Why have you opened the... that starboard? Starboard's that, what the heck? Oh, that's a bit weird. It's like a CCTV camera. Oh, speed brakes are still up as well, you muppet. Put the speed brakes up, I forgot about them. There we go, speed brakes are down. Right, I'm done. That's a wrap. See you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you all later. On transport for fails as well. Oh, not transport for fails. Transport for fails. Oh, God. Yeah, see you tomorrow, guys. At the airport. Stream's already set up. Apologies about the 360 stream. I'm going to have to do it sometime next week when they're on 23 ops. And they're actually on 23 ops. I'm not doing this whole shit with being on it for about 3 hours and then switching. I'm going to do it when they're actually properly on it. When the wind direction has changed completely. Yeah, I'll have to see you then for a 360 stream, but I will be on tomorrow. Airport, Manchester, RVP, 12 o'clock, a little later, but we want to get some of the well, will we be on 05s tomorrow? If we are, we'll get them all departing past the RVP. That's what I'm thinking anyway. If we're still on 05s tomorrow. And that's that's a kind of a better view than Southside anyway, if they're taxiing right past the RVP and then taking off. And you saw how quick that 7.5 got up on Monday's stream. Oh, bloody hell. That was right in front of us. Yeah, 05's tomorrow, Josh says. So, see you all then. Bye-bye.